Today, I'm talking about The Lost City, a film by Aaron and Adam Nee, starring Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, and Brad Pitt. A reclusive romance novelist embarks on an adventure with her cover model to find a hidden treasure after getting kidnapped by a crazed billionaire. So for the longest time, I thought this movie was connected to The Lost City of Z, that film starring Charlie Hunnam and Tom Holland. I've never seen it, but it's really confusing when you call your movie almost the same exact thing as another film that came out before it, and yet they are not related whatsoever. The Lost City joins the Random Movie Club of 2022. And the reason I say that is because this is one of the most bizarre films I've seen in a long time. You have Brad Pitt, who plays this former military guy who kicks a lot of people's butts, but also Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock play a couple, and that's a little bit weird because I'm pretty sure they're like 15 to 20 years apart in age. Plus you have Daniel Radcliffe as the movie's main villain. It was interesting to see Radcliffe play a villain for once. I have never seen him do that in a movie or show. And he was actually one of my favorite aspects of the movie, even though his character wasn't great. It was the performance given by Radcliffe that made that character stand out. As well as Brad Pitt, who of course kills it, and Sandra Bullock's chemistry with Channing Tatum. For a couple that was relatively far apart in age, it was amazing that they were still so good with each other. I guess Channing Tatum has his way with older women because the guy is so handsome, one of the best looking guys in Hollywood still. Obviously, I thought Brad Pitt was the funniest in the movie. He's still in that meme train where he plays a character that is super over the top, but at the same time, extremely funny. Brad Pitt, you have my heart. Great character in the film. He's very goofy. Same with Channing Tatum, who plays a character similar to what we saw him play in the Jump Street franchise. So seeing Channing Tatum play a character like this once again was definitely worth the price of admission. And I must reiterate, it was great seeing Channing Tatum in a starring role in the film Dog, which came out last month, and seeing him star in another movie in the same exact year, only a month later. Wow, I guess Channing Tatum all of a sudden is back on the map in Hollywood. Who would have thought? But let me talk about how bizarre The Lost City is. This is the type of film that feels like it's meant to go straight to streaming, but the quality of the movie isn't bad. It's definitely better than any other films I've seen in the same genre, that being a romantic comedy slash spoof. Another way I like to describe this movie is calling it one massive meme. And I remember the first time I saw the trailer for The Lost City, it played alongside the other trailers for Spider-Man No Way Home's opening night. People were losing their minds seeing a movie starring Channing Tatum, Sandra Bullock, and of course Brad Pitt playing one of the most bizarre characters he's ever played. But I had a certain idea of how I thought this movie would go. It looked like a spoof movie on adventure films. However, I feel like the movie never quite reaches its potential. In some ways, it misses the mark. It felt like this had a great opportunity to be a spoof of adventure movies and could have been way funnier. But instead, the film's awkward humor lingers to the point where I felt uncomfortable watching. It was no longer funny. I wish they just let the actors do their thing. Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum are very talented actors, and they work so well together in the movie, but the script doesn't allow the humor for these characters to go above and beyond in the funny department. They just try to make you laugh with these odd scenes that I didn't find funny. Also, the movie has so many tonal changes. It's supposed to be a comedy. This is supposed to be a really funny movie, and sure, sometimes it is, especially with Brad Pitt and Channing Tatum, but other times The Lost City is tonally confused. There's one point towards the end of the film where it feels like it's taking itself way too seriously. The movie's music is dramatic. I'm not sure what they were aiming for with so many of the movie's tonal shifts. Had they just kept it 100% comedic, I would have been completely fine with that, but instead they changed the tone multiple times and it just doesn't work. I think the best way going about making a film like this is having it be a spoof. That's the only way I'm going to laugh the entire movie, but it's just kind of a confused film. It doesn't know exactly what it wants to be. Sure, you have the romantic comedy elements as well as some of the meme moments, but it's not a film that's perfect with its script or direction. So I'm giving The Lost City a 60%. I wanted to give this movie a rotten score. It also felt longer than it actually was. The runtime was under 2 hours, but the film felt like it was pushing 2 hours and 10 minutes. I was this close to giving it a 55%, but just because of those great performances and some of the movie's humor, I decided to give it a fresh score of a 60. Alright, for those of you who also saw The Lost City, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are of it. April is going to be a stacked month for movies. There are 6 or 7 movies this month that I want to see. Cannot wait to watch all of those. Get ready for a stacked month. And of course, as always, if you are new to my channel, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.